SOS chronicles the misadventures of three superhuman brothers in present-day New York. In Volume 1, the brothers started a monster hunting business when creatures from a dimension called Abyss invaded New York. In this 55-page sequel, the brothers are taken to a hellish planet ruled by the sadistic Queen Lisabella, where they must fight for their survival and find a way back home. What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Gaze Agenda time. We got Chimera with us. How's it going, my man?
Good. Sorry for being late.
It's all good. And we have the chief complainer, Adam AF, has joined us as well.
How did I get in here?
I don't know. I just threw you the link.
God, should never click on random links in your DMs, guys.
You really shouldn't. Yeah, every once in a while, I just, I feel bad for the destitute. So I toss them a link.
Destitute.
That's
the way I get treated around here. I've been good, man. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Pretty well.
Chimera, congratulations on the launch of SOS Volume 2.
Yeah, it's going really well. And it was actually featured in Nick's latest video.
It was?
Yeah, he did it at the beginning and the end.
Awesome, dude. Notoriety.
Hell yeah. Got Simple Jack in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Frog G's in here dropping links as always. Appreciate you, brother. Got K-Log in the house too. Got a celebrity, a comedian celebrity.
Is he famous now?
Of course he is. What do you mean now?
I mean, he was just a log for the longest time.
He's much more than a log. He's evolved.
Ooh.
He's planted his roots. He's a full-on tree and growing.
Good for him.
Hell yeah. Got Frakoff here as well. Says the Batman teaser dropped. Yeah, that whole DC fandom thing's been going on.
It was boring.
A little bit, yeah.
Boring. I was looking forward to it, and I watched a good chunk of it today. I covered 3 segments on my channel, but overall, God, it sucked so bad.
Yeah, I only saw the Justice League Snyder Cut trailer. Did the Robert Pattinson Twilight Batman thing drop?
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah, that just dropped a little bit ago.
Yeah, the Snyder Cut looked really good. I hope they took out all of Joss Whedon's bullshit.
It looks like, from the trailer that they showed, it looks like a completely different movie.
Good.
Yeah, definitely. They redesigned Steppenwolf. It's one thing I noticed that I like.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on there. A lot of people were saying it looks like just throwaway edits. I don't think that's the case.
That's the haters, man.
Yes,
there have been people hating on this since they said that, okay, we're going to do it. That just that made all of these weirdos fucking so hard because the real fans got their way.
Yeah, they were reeing to begin with. They've been reeing this whole time before it even happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
as soon as they started saying, "Hey, let's release the Snyder Cut," as soon as the movie dropped, this happened. This started 2 years ago. People started chanting for this, and immediately people were like, "Why would you want that?" Ah!
Yeah, well, because
because the movie sucked. It was a convoluted mess.
Yeah, I'm anxious to watch that just to see how bad Joss Whedon really put his dick in his ass on this one.
Oh, bad, very bad.
K-Log, thanks for the $2, brother. He has nothing to say. But that's all right. Thanks, man. We got this guy in the chat bitching and complaining. Mogwai Centurion's here. What's up, man? Good to see
Mogwai.
You. We got Lola as well. I don't believe she can make it today, but she's in the chat, so it's all good. Riot Kitty's here as well. She says there was also the Suicide Squad game.
I did an upload on that. They only did a trailer. They didn't show any gameplay, but the trailer, I'll say it looks good. Even though, they can make a mobile game trailer look really good, and then it's just a mobile game. But it seems interesting. I want to see some gameplay, but it definitely has my attention.
Yeah, man. I saw they dropped. I don't know if it was just a poster they put out or what, but it's like an advertisement for the Suicide Squad. I don't know if it's a reboot or what the hell they're doing with it exactly. The James Gunn Suicide Squad, with all the actors attached to the characters. I gotta say, I wasn't overly impressed by that. Maybe that's just me though.
Yeah, it didn't really do anything for me. And I'm still unsure if it's a reboot or they're just because it seems like they're using all different characters, aren't they?
It does, yeah. There was only three that I think there was three that I recognized. No, maybe four. But
Yeah, it's like
obviously Harley Quinn. You got Flag. Well, actually, I thought it was four because I thought they might have recast Idris Elba as Deadshot, but apparently he's playing someone else.
Yeah. It's like a soft reboot or something.
Yeah,
John Cena's gonna be in it though,
he is.
so it's automatic thumbs up from me.
Are you a John Cena guy?
I love John. How do you not like John Cena?
Have you watched his movies though?
He was good in Bumblebee.
He looks bad in Bumblebee, I'll give you that.
I've watched some of his movies, not all of them, because some of them look like garbage. But I still love the man. He's just a lovable guy.
He is a lovable guy, granted.
I give a lot of props to these guys who came up in like the WWE and are now, huge film stars. Like The Rock, mad props to that dude.
Oh yeah, Black Adam is. I mean, as much as he's hyping it up, like you can see the man's passion, and it's been there for a long time. He's been wanting this for a long time. So,
yeah, since they announced the Shazam movie, he was like, I want to be Black Adam.
Yeah,
like, okay, dude, do it.
He didn't really audition. He pretty much just told them, like, I'm going to be Black Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Started dragging their feet. He's like, you know what? I think we're going to start shooting in June. He just seems to be calling the shots, and they're like, okay, it's The Rock.
See, Riot Kitty knows what's up. She said John Cena is awesome. See?
Well, yeah, man. Mogwai says John Cena lives close to my job.
Ooh, that's cool. You should do one of those bucket list things where, like, if you see him, like, run up to him and punch him in the face, and then run away real fucking fast.
Oh shit! I don't endorse that idea, Mogwai. Don't do that.
you gotta record the whole thing too.
Yeah, it might be good YouTube, but it might not end up so well for you. Just saying. This is stopping by as well. Says I thought that Mark Wahlberg. Oh, that was Mark Wahlberg in Bumblebee.
Same difference.
Pretty much.
No.
Look at this.
What's
we get another story.
Hey!
Hola. How's it going, fellas?
Just wonderful. How are you?
Good morning, Canales.
Yeah, thanks. I'm pretty okay considering it's 3:30 in the morning. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, I completely. I'm gonna be honest. I actually forgot we had a stream, so I just sent Canales the link.
Yeah, I always assume that someone will send me a link sooner or later. I don't even keep track of how many streams I'm supposed to be in this week anymore.
Camara's like, shit, Canales, get in there and do my job for me.
I can't really fault you. I don't really keep track of my own streams.
I mean, come on. I don't even speak the language. I'm supposed to do this promotion for him.
Of course.
Right?
Oh, speaking of promotion, Zach promoted the book today. So
you're on your way to 10K?
I guess. No,
Well, speaking of the book, let's talk about it.
sure.
SOS Volume 2. Now, I got to say right off the bat, I have backed every Chimera product. I have enjoyed. Well, so far I've enjoyed Volume 1. I cannot speak on Onslaught yet because I'm not going to be a liar. I didn't open it up yet, but I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
I opened it, I held it in my hands, and I put it back.
Yep.
Did you just want to rub it on your skin?
I did. I just wanted to feel it. I'm still waiting for a Chimera autograph, though. It's very elusive, it seems like.
Yeah, I'll probably autograph because I'll fulfill myself this time, and we're doing head sketches, so that's extra work for Canales.
Yeah, he loves overworking me.
I understand Canales is all about the extra work. He can't get enough.
Yeah, well,
That's what I hear.
I'm Spanish. I'm used to being unemployed, and that's a place I don't want to go back to anytime soon. So
Have you? I have a question for Canales. Have you turned down a project yet?
Not yet, but there's projects that I keep like pushing back.
Like I
month
don't
after
want
month.
to. I don't want to do this. I'd rather do SOS than do this
Yeah,
book over
no.
here.
It's not, no. On the contrary, it's not that I don't want to do it. That's why I say it. I mean, no, I totally want to draw this. Just not now. I can't. And they're like, hey, last month you told me that you were able to draw. Yeah, no, I can't because stuff happened or Zach hasn't contacted me yet. I mean, Zach was supposed to send me the script for Iron Sides 3 last month. I'm still waiting.
Well, he's a busy guy too.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's been like kind of improvising a new business model based on the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah, and that book that should be his pandemic book should be coming out pretty soon if I read the last update correctly.
I did
Yep.
not read the last update.
I did because he doesn't do a lot of updates. So like when they come across, I'm like, ooh, what does Zach have to say?
I'm gonna be honest. I get most of my updates off of Twitter. A lot of times, I don't read a lot of updates. Every once in a while, if I'm wondering what's going on, I'll go looking for an update for a certain book. But yeah, for the most part, I don't really read them as they pop up, unless the title is really appealing.
You're not like Edwin the Ace, who like he demands one update a week.
No, I do not demand updates. As long as my book comes, I'm good. Now, if there's an update stating that it's going to be delayed, that I might be interested in.
Well, how would you know? Because
Well,
you
I
don't read
wouldn't.
the
I
updates.
wouldn't. About a month after it had arrived, I would look in my email and say, "Oh, there was an update." That's very important, though. Before you go blasting somebody on Twitter, yeah, check your updates. That's what they're there for. Anyway, so that's volume 2. What's going on, Chimera? You want to give us kind of a rundown of what's come before and what led up to volume 2?
Sure. So this is a sequel to SOS Volume 1, which kind of introduced the characters and the world and the comedy. And they opened a monster hunting business and dealt with demons and their master, the Demon King. In Volume 2, this is kind of a standalone arc. They go into outer space and they take on aliens, but they do learn a bit more about their origins. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Actually wrote this back in 2013. It was after I watched those horrible Star Trek movies by J.J. Abrams. And I just remember being in the theater really bored, but I wanted to kill off the entire cast. So I wrote this. And so
you're kind of daydreaming in the theater.
yeah, basically,
I see you're wanting to kill the cast, and Ray's you're wanting to kill the cast and crew.
well, okay, not to spoil anything, but there are fictionalized versions of the Star Trek characters in this, so you'll see what happens to them.
Yeah, there's spoilers there. We got 55 pages here. That's a nice fat book.
Yeah, I tried to tone it down from 80 because Canales, almost went insane drawing that many pages. So we just adapted enough material.
Jokes on you, Canales was always insane.
Oh,
Right?
I knew that.
yeah. Basically, the first page gives you a prologue. So if you don't want to buy Volume 1, you won't be entirely lost.
Dude, that's not how you're supposed to pitch it. You're supposed to pitch it. You'd have to buy Volume 1.
You're supposed to say, my featured tier includes Volume 1, Onslaught, Volume 2. Get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the triple threat.
Yeah, and I think we showed this last time I was on here, but basically the two out of three of the brothers are taken to a planet Ventron where they have to for the death with other aliens. And so kind of looks like a scene out of Heavy Metal with that last panel, which I fucking love that movie.
Well,
Is this a Black Lives Matter sign?
Green Lives Matter.
Yeah, I literally just put aliens in the audience, so I didn't tell Canales to design anything. He just, did his magic.
Well, Canales is a magical guy.
I asked
Yeah, I
Canales that in another interview. I was like, so do you get told to put these things in the background, or is that all you? He's like, nah, that's just all me. I think it was for SOS Volume 1 because of, like, the graffiti that he's got in some of the background was fucking making me laugh.
Yeah, I usually do that as an inside joke, but people seem to catch on it and seem to like it, so I always do that
I did design those two aliens right there, the skinny fire-breathing lizard and the four-armed juggernaut. That kind of looks like Wolverine.
Chimera's like, wait a minute, this isn't all Canales, by the way, just so you know.
He looks like Wolverine if I tried to draw Wolverine.
Would you
just
draw
not
Wolverine with
quite-
4 eyes?
Yeah. Totally.
Well, why not?
Yeah. Why not? Have you not seen my beautiful artwork on Doodle and Chill?
I've seen a bit, yeah.
Yeah, you drew that pregnant alien or something for abductables too.
Yes, I did. The beautiful pregnant male alien.
Hmm.
And there's the ash can. I'm still waiting on art for next week, but yeah, there's basically their Legion of Doom.
Oh, cool. Yeah, what's these guys' story? I know about Bizarre Carnage back there.
Yeah, it's like their retarded clone. Then there's the Brooklyn Butcher.
Of an even more retarded character, by the way.
Yeah, he's like double retarded. And there's the Brooklyn Butcher, and then Ultra Bird, that robot that'll be introduced in a short story by Joe Ball. So I can't wait for that. And there's an insane priest. I actually wrote him in like 2006, and I actually almost forgot about him. I had to go and dig for some shit in my closet to find all my comic strips, and I'm like, oh yeah, I designed this crazy dude.
See, that's why you never throw anything out. I said that on a writer stream once. Like, don't ever throw any of your old ideas out, because you never know when you can recycle it and actually what you thought at the time was stupid and dumb. You know, coming back to it years later, be like, you know what? If I rework this just a little bit, that it's actually not that bad of an idea.
Yeah, it's funny because none of my characters ever remember any of the villains they've ever encountered. It's like Dr. Mangala on the right, the dude with the burnt face. Like, they've encountered him like twice, and they still don't know who he is. And Megas,
that's a hilarious little fact there. I like that.
yeah, Megas literally set him on fire in World War II, and he still doesn't remember. And then,
For
And
him,
the
it was a Tuesday.
yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of doing-
exactly.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the prequel, but I'm not sure where they're in World War II. But anyway, then the dude with the skeleton face, that's a Psy Skeleton. I think that's like the very first villain I made up. He's basically a mobster with a burnt face and psychic powers. And
So
there's-
did you always have this idea for SOS, or these were just like old ideas that you decided to recycle into SOS?
a little bit of both. Some of the villains are new, and some of the villains are really old.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I made him up in 6th grade.
Oh shit! So he's really fucking old.
Yeah, that's like the first villain I think I ever made up. And then there's Spike the Alien. I think I made him up when I was like 17 or 18, so a little later.
So you seem like me when it comes to character design. Like, I've got just a gaggle of villains and like maybe 5 heroes.
I did want to just overstuff it, kind of like Alex Ross's Legion of Doom, but it would be too much. Because I would always draw, like, there's tons of villains that haven't been used yet, because I used to write these comic strips. It was basically cartoon characters gone wrong. So it was like SpongeBob SquarePants, but he was a crackhead.
Wait, what's the difference? Is it SpongeBob SquarePants a crackhead now?
Yeah, probably. And then like Evil Frosty the Snowman. And so I'd like basically pit them against my characters.
Nice. Now, do these guys have like an actual group affiliation, or they're just coming together for this ash can to kick some ass?
Yeah, they're basically just called in. And I kind of made everything canon, so they did encounter the brothers back in 2005, 2006, but they don't remember. So it's like a little nod to myself that all the shit that I wrote and drew is canon.
Cool, man. And that ash can's coming in. Yeah, let's talk about your stretch goals.
Yeah, 4,000, everybody gets a bookmark. It's basically Megas who's half transformed. You'll find out in the story.
Nope, spoilers. Spoilers.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if this this bookmark alludes to anything that might be happening in the book. I guess
You'll find out.
Is that's Kanan White?
Yeah, and Kid Icarus did the colors.
Sick.
Yeah, and Canales always gets upset. Like you're hiring better artists. I'm like, yeah, but it's just a bookmark. Like, it's not sequential.
I'm not upset, you artist. That's a joke.
And he's like, I never said better artists, all right?
I mean, who would say that Simon Beasley is better than me? Come on. Have you seen the size of my ego?
It's true.
Oh, you do kind of have an all-star cast working on this book here.
Yeah, and there's a print by 6 a.m. Comics, so it's like little chibi characters of everybody. And finally, an Andrew Huerta trading card.
Yeah, you've got that on here, don't you?
Yeah, last thing, right there.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you had not told me that was Huerta, that's not my first guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, me either.
he does this like anime style. Like, remember Graveyard Shift cover he did? That's what his stuff like. But I'm like, this shit.
By the way, Chimera for some reason never lets me put belts on the characters. He always tells me no belts, take the belts out, and he lets Huerta put belts.
No, I told Huerta, yeah, can you like darken the belt so it's not visible? And he says no.
Yeah, when I first heard that, I was like, wait, you can say no?
Simon said no. There's the belt on
some
Carnage.
people can say no.
If you actually check the cover for Onslaught, Carnage has a belt because Bisley refused to remove it.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, I'm not joking. I actually asked, like, can you just paint over it? And he says no.
What is with the no belt policy?
I don't know. They just look weird.
Do you
really? Yeah.
do you yourself not wear belts?
No, fuck belts.
You don't wear belts?
No. But I work from home, so I don't even wear pants.
Oh.
So the standing policy at Chimera Comics is belts are for assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just mentalize myself, if that's a word in English, and tell myself that, that these guys are magical. They descend from demons, so fuck it, they're using magic to keep their pants up.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, man, everyone's digging the Huerta trading card. This is a trading card, right?
Yes.
Yep. And 10,000, everybody gets a supplemental book. It was going to be for volume 3, but I just put it in here. So it basically takes place in the far future. So everything's like Mad Max, and my characters will wear these military uniforms that you'll get to see in volume 3. So it's like a little sneak peek of things to come.
Who's doing the artwork for that?
Raphael, who did the SOS Onslaught.
Oh, cool.
Cool, man. Here's the print by 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all over the place, usually with stickers.
Yeah, he's the sticker master.
The sticker man.
He is, man. I mean, I love his artwork, and his designs are just stellar. Like you called it chibi. I can't make that connect really, because it's not chibi, but it's more like proper cartoon.
It's got like almost like a graffiti quality to it, almost like Huerta's art,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you degrade him by calling him chibi. Not degrading any chibi artist out there. I'm just saying it's different.
Yeah, be careful.
I mean, it's not like he called him Lolly.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised to discover just how many chibi fans there are out there. It's a little disturbing.
Glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
You're definitely not the only one. Grown men. We're talking about grown men here.
I don't think there's a belt on the bookmark, hopefully.
No,
It doesn't go down.
Before the belt, but
Yeah, it doesn't go down far enough. You didn't have to have that argument with him.
Yeah, that's a bitchin' bookmark.
Yeah, and I really do want to add more pages to the Ashcan, but let's see how we do so far with funding.
Cool, man. This cover is by Matthew Weldon, correct?
Yeah, and Kid Icarus did the colors because I couldn't find a colorist. So
So had to go with Kid Icarus. Oh God.
Well, he's the best colorist.
You heard it here, folks. He just employed Kid Icarus because there was no one else better around.
Oh.
God damn it, Chimera.
Farah actually does most of the colors for pretty much everybody. I think she's busy because she said, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to be available till December." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Actually, I just had a colorist hit me up in DMs the other day. Somebody I hadn't heard of before, but he's open for work, and he's pretty talented from the samples that I've seen.
Oh.
You just gotta look around, Chimera. Don't be so lazy.
Now, Canales, I could be mistaken, but it almost looks like you tried to sneak a belt onto Megas here.
Yeah, almost. Sometimes I forget that Chimera is irrationally afraid of belts. It's a weird petition. I mean, I just
It
need
just
time.
distracts from me. It distracts from the eye.
I mean, maybe it distracts you. I mean, do you stare to people's belts a lot?
Probably.
That's
I
weird.
tend to go just a little lower, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's dangerously close to the crotch.
The belt draws you in. The bulge keeps you there.
Now, I noticed right away on this campaign that we don't see Canales' typical grayscale on this book.
Yeah, I've become slightly averse to grayscale after the whole Ironsides 2 fiasco. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
No, please, can you enlighten us?
Well, I'm not sure what happened. I used my usual technique, but for some reason, when the files went to print, they came out with like a really heavy moire pattern, which is kind of what you see in on Robin's shirt. Like, can you see like the weird like square pattern in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
right here.
That's not supposed to happen, but I think it's mostly it's due to preview. In my previews, it looked fine, but you know when Zach printed them, they look like really moiry, like full of patterns everywhere. So I had to manually remove all the C-button layers on Photoshop and replace them with like plain gray, like painty textured gray.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I felt like Jack Torrance. I've ever felt like Jack Torrance in my life.
All work and no play makes Canales a dull boy.
I ended up chasing my parents with an axe.
Oh,
and
Lord.
we live in like a 50 square meter apartment. I mean, it
So
wasn't
they
that
didn't
dramatic.
go very far.
It's not a lot of chasing. That's just a couple swings and you're there.
Well, I noticed you went with Jacinto again for the cover. Could you not find anybody else?
No, I just love to have them for all the Indiegogo covers.
Did Kid Icarus color this?
No, Jacinto did.
I absolutely love his artwork. He's a phenomenal artist and colorist too.
Yeah,
it's very dynamic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got a whole lot going on in this tiny little frame.
Yeah, those are basically alien armored guards of they serve Queen Ventron, or Queen Westbella of planet Ventron.
For some reason, like the wide pink eyes make me think of like Venture Brothers villains.
Yeah, a little bit of the Monarch's henchmen or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, they don't look like them, but it's just giving me those vibes for some reason.
Well, oftentimes, there'll be a characteristic. It's just a tiny little characteristic that reminds you of something else, and that's all you can see from that point on.
Yeah, and then you're exactly. You're stuck with it.
So you basically got 3 issues in here.
Yeah, we're gonna do 9 issues total of the entire series.
Cool, man. Do you already have Canales buckled down for that?
Canales shall never be free of Chimera.
Yeah, I mean, I have other projects, but hopefully around August of next year we can do volume 3. Because my next project is going to be a little different. It's not going to be comedy. It's going to be a science fantasy. I think I actually sent you the scripts a while back.
Yeah, no, I'm still going through them.
No, Red Gaze. Sorry.
I was about to ask if you were going to take a break from Chimera, but I guess not.
No, they're locked into each other now. They're like blood brothers.
Yeah, personally,
Oh, man.
I can't get enough of Canales. I don't get enough of Canales.
I second that. I second that.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you're
she was probably criticizing your size, though.
Oh. Is that any way to treat your guests?
Of course.
He's doing like 3 books: mine, Necromancer, and Abductables #2. So, right.
And yeah, and hopefully Iron Sights 3 at some point. I don't know. I'm still waiting on Zach and more stuff to come. I already signed up to draw When Gnomes Attack for Louis Michael of Chromosome 96 fame. And also John Gallagher from Whitehead Comics has a project in mind about vampires in a prison. How's that?
Oh shit!
Ooh.
I don't want to say anything.
That dude.
I probably shouldn't say that because I don't know. It's nothing officially, but yeah, that's how I pitched it to me.
That dude he's an idea machine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's insane. Like, I almost feel bad for Carla because, like, I'm sure she just gets completely overwhelmed, like, living with him and just having to be his sounding board and him go, hey, will you sketch this out for me? Draw me this. Draw me this. Hey, I've got this idea for this. I had this dream last night and I want to see, draw me this real quick.
I do want to work with Canales on after SOS ends. I want to do a project called Sledgehead. It's basically that works at a convenience store. There's an alien invasion where he lives, and he basically has the superpower of turning his skin to organic steel and his head into like a sledgehammer.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I feel completely represented by the character, by the way. That's going to be probably my most autobiographic work.
Now, Unhinged Entertainment is asking a question. I don't know if you're allowed to answer this, Canales. Maybe this would be better suited for DMs, but he says, what printer did Zach use for Iron Sights 2? Going to use Mixam for my books, Black and White. Yeah, a lot of people are using Mixam, and from what I've seen so far, they're really good quality.
Yeah, he never told me because, Zach isn't the most communicative guy through.
No, you don't say.
Really?
Yeah, and I still love him, and I just say him, But you should probably ask him. I mean, I don't know I still don't know if it was my fault or if it was some kind of problem with the printer because I used the same CPaton files that I used for like the Abductables and everything else. So I don't know what could have happened. You should probably ask him.
Yeah, I mean, the more lethal pages look fine.
Yeah, and I actually use Mixium. I just got my proof copy for the Volume 1 third printing from Mixium, and everything looks fine. So
sweet. Yeah, I know Vinny's pretty much exclusively Mixam, and that's all of his books are beautiful.
All right. No, Drew Love uses Mixam for Captain Love, and I just got the his floppy edition because I've gotten the trades for Mixam, and all the trades are pretty much the exact same quality. And so I was really curious to see what the actual floppies would look like coming from them. And I mean, they're just as good. Still way more high quality than anything that I've ever gotten from a comic book shelf.
Yeah, that's for certain. There's been very, very, very well. You know what? I was gonna say very few. I don't think there's been any Comicscape books I've gotten that have been of a lesser or equal quality to a standard comic book.
No.
Yeah, well, that would be really hard to accomplish, to be
Right.
honest.
yeah,
I mean, for starters, we still care about the shit that we do, even if
That's true. I don't know. I've never gotten one of George Alexopoulos' home printed books.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. I noticed he's doing.
contender.
Well, I noticed he's doing a lot of political memes, and he's getting a shitload of likes, and he only has like 65 backers on Indiegogo. And I'm like, you do realize Twitter likes don't equal customers.
No,
Yeah.
not at all, especially in the realm of politics. I'll talk politics here and there, but I don't ever expect any of that to translate to, backers on a book or even subscribers. Just
Yeah.
it's not generally what I talk about.
Yeah, he has 30,000 followers on Twitter, and he has 65 backers.
Ouch.
Like, I have less than 500, and I have like 40 something backers right now. I just launched.
See, that just shows you if you try to make your focus audience, comic book people, then they are way more likely to actually back a comic book that you produce, as opposed to, trying to be all, super political and get all kinds of, Republican or Democrat followers, and then try to produce a comic book that they don't give two shits about.
Right.
Yeah, I think Mike Miller's a good testament to that. It's like if you just run out there, barking, "Hey, look, I believe what you believe. Go Trump." That doesn't necessarily mean anybody's going to buy your shit.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about politics. I mean, I used to be a raging leftist, and even as a leftist, I got annoyed by the incessant pandering, not because I disagreed with it, but because it was incessant.
Mhm.
And they beat you over the head with it. And I was like, okay, I agree with you, but can you please leave me alone?
Can we talk about
Listen,
the fucking weather or something?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to read a comic book. I mean, I remember this I was Comicsgate before Comicsgate was cool, and I still have that immortalized in a comic strip that I drew back in 2010 when I remember reading an Avengers comic. And, Nick Fury was on the cover battling Ares, God of War. And I was like, wow, this is going to be really cool because, a badass normal like Nick Fury taking on a god like Ares, it's going to be challenging. Turns out the entire story was just a dialogue about them talking about, how bad the troops had it under basically the Bush administration. Like, it was like a metaphor for like the troops deployed in Iraq. And I was like, this is shit. I wanted to see a fight, not a political diatribe, which I agree, but it's still shit,
Right.
Yeah.
This is 2010, so that's when comics started to suck.
Yep. By the way, I think that was Bendis writing.
Oh, of course.
Makes even more sense. Walls and walls of dialogue.
Michael Brent's in the house. It says, Regaze, are you excited for the Snyder Cut? Yes, I am.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, I am. I wasn't really a Snyder Cut enthusiast. I wasn't out there on the battlefield or anything, but yeah, absolutely, I'll watch it. I'm game.
I'm kind of surprised the hashtag actually like gained traction like that. They actually changed.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Well, I think Zack Snyder himself had a lot to do with that, and the cast actually. A lot of the cast seemed to be very much on board with it as well.
I'm kind of surprised that DC or whatever just gave him any budget because Justice League didn't make any profit. So,
Well, I think they're probably hoping to adjust that with the Snyder Cut.
yeah, I think they're trying to HBO, or Max or whatever. Like they're just going to put a bunch of DC stuff on HBO.
Yeah, because their streaming services has gone belly up.
Yeah, if I heard correctly, I think they're going to split it into like 3 or 4 parts.
4-hour-long episodes, and then he's going to, I'm assuming after the episodes all air, they're going to comprise it into one long supercut movie and release it.
That's going to be a hell of a supercut.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm actually excited for that. Joss Whedon took a dump.
Joss Whedon is a dump. Sorry. Anyway, the featured tier. This is the tier that you want to purchase, especially if you haven't gotten Volume 1. This is SOS Volume 1 and Volume 2 and the Ash Can, which we're talking about below. You have the option to just grab the Volume 2 book. Also got Volume 2 and the Ash Can. This is probably the tier that I will be grabbing shortly.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Well, I got Volume 1. Volume 1 was great, by the way.
Thanks.
You have a really, really good sense for dark comedy. It's it's cheesy, yet at the same time, it's still nice and dark and sometimes weird and gross.
I had to agree with that sentiment 100%. Your brand of humor is right up my alley.
Sweet. Yeah, my humor kind of comes from The Simpsons, South Park, and Aqua Teen and Venture Bros. So
Yes. You and I are soulmates.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm completely cool with that. That's why I enjoy working on SOS and stuff like the Affectables. I mean, I think I feel more comfortable with people who share my sick, twisted sense of humor, than with normal people that I might scare with my ideas.
yeah, definitely. I got to tell you, every once in a while, a Canales comment will pop up on my feed on Twitter while I'm just scrolling through, and it's just out of the blue. It's completely at random, just replying to some idiot, and those are the best comments I ever read on any given day.
Thank you. Kindly.
You brighten my life, Canales.
And speaking of dark comedy, Garth Ennis is like one of my favorite writers. Fucking love that guy.
Yeah, I think the Punisher Spider-Man team up was pretty classic.
Oh god, yeah, that Russian, his like decapitated head was put on like a woman body, giant tits. That was a Marvel Knights run, if I remember correctly.
It was.
Yeah.
We got Sketch Therapy in the chat. What's up, man? Says I like
Hey.
that the studio bends the knee. I think it's a horrible movie. I can accept it as an Elseworlds like Superman Red Sun, but not as a main DC. That's
not how Pa Kent died.
That's not how Pa Kent died. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, we talked about that this morning on my show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thoroughly hated Man of Steel.
Oh, come on.
Nah, man, come on. I mean, I want my Superman to be Superman. I mean, I love dark superheroes. I mean, a huge Batman and Punisher and Moon Knight guy. But Superman is supposed to be like a happy. That doesn't mean like he isn't complex, but he's supposed to be like positive. And that he was basically like Wolverine, like a flying Wolverine.
Yeah, I agree with
What
that.
you just described, a flying Wolverine, sounds amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, okay, I wanted to make it sound much less amazing, but you get my point.
Yeah.
You failed.
I was willing to forgive the dark kind of version of Superman we got in Man of Steel, as long as from there they progressed him and he became the Superman, that everybody knows and loves, Mr. Optimism, Mr. Save the Day. But that didn't really happen in Batman versus Superman. He was still just kind of a miserable, whiny son of a bitch. And Justice League toward the end, that was all. He was approaching iconic Superman, but the movie sucked, so it didn't really help.
Yeah, I mean the tone that Superman was so different from Justice League to like Man of Steel, and even Batman vs Superman. Like I didn't understand why everyone loved him so much in Batman vs Superman. I mean, the guy was basically a walking 9/11.
Yes, he was.
That's very true, actually.
I actually like the Smallville fight he had with the other Kryptonians. That was probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty cool, but they still destroyed the entire Smallville.
Yeah, but it was all.
We got Mike Marup in the chat. Says I'm a big Canales fan too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you got a lot of fans out there, man.
Yeah, man. I'm my ego is swelling bad.
It should be well deserved. K-Log says I love the show Preacher. I actually didn't get to watch that. I don't know why.
Yeah, I would argue that the show is even better than the comics. Like it cuts off a lot of dead weight and like trims things down. It's much like faster and quicker. Yeah, I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I watched season 2. Can't remember if season 3 came out.
That's something I definitely need to go back and rewatch. I started watching it, and then I don't know what happened. I never did finish it.
Yeah, that's I have a whole list of things I need to get back to once I'm finished doing what I'm doing. Got Simon in the chat. What's up, man? Good to see you.
Bonsoir.
Lipstick is here. Says this looks fantastic, Canales.
Thank you yet again.
It must be. It's probably the lack of belts. People are saying there's no bullshit belts here, and
Definitely, the lack of belts elevates your work. Everyone knows that.
oh boy. But yeah, you can get volume 1 and 2 as well in this bundle, and there's the Canales head sketch, which you want to buy because that means more work for Canales.
Plus,
Yeah.
hey, there's not a lot of like original Canales art out there.
That's true.
I know, and just so everyone knows, I came across a bunch of quasi-forgotten pages of original pages for Ironsides 2 that I had left behind here and at the Canales Summer State, which is where I'm currently at. So if anyone's interested, I will happily mail them to them because otherwise it's the trash for them.
Oh shit! What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why would you ever
Whoa.
throw that away?
Because I need more space at my place to put like drawing pads and original comics and whatnot. I mean,
Well, holy shit. We need to organize a Canales auction stream.
I would.
Yep.
You've read my
Yeah.
mind, Gabe.
I mean, it's not like I want to, but I need space to live.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting an original art tier. We'll see. Probably
Original Canales art. It could be from anywhere, but you will get original Canales art.
From any one of Canales' 8 books. And 8, I feel like that's actually on the low side.
I'm thinking that at some point someone should put out like a Canales omnibus, like the entire Canales Comics Kit collection, like with the entire the whole like 20,035 volumes of it.
I'd buy that.
Yeah, for sure. Canales, you were actually working on a book of your own, right? The Decimator?
Oh yeah, no, I actually finished that like I think maybe 2-3 years ago. But yeah, that's something that I thoroughly enjoyed. Like it's basically armored guys, like Starship Troopers versus social justice zombies.
Beautiful.
Have you ever thought about like reimagining that and throwing out a new book?
Oh yeah, no, I totally want to go back to that. I mean, that I envision the first, like I think it's like maybe 7-issue miniseries that the Wicked guys are making, and I envision that as season 1. And because I leave like a couple of loose ends so I can go back to it and tie them up, and at season 2. So yeah, I don't completely discard that possibility.
Cool, man. Unhinged
I
Entertainment.
was just reading that.
How much space does it take up? Mail them to my house.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, just give me an address. I think Sierra Whiskey was interested on some of my original artwork as well.
I think you'd be surprised how many people would be interested in that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
well,
come on,
you
this
know.
is capitalism and it's fine to sell that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I need money to buy guns in the black market since they're illegal here in Spain, and
Yes.
stimulant drugs, so I can keep my 25-hour schedule.
Look at that, you're up to 1835.
Yes.
Heck yes. Got another backer. Over 50% funded. Let's get it the rest of the way there, people. You will not be disappointed. I can speak from volume 1 at least. I thoroughly enjoyed volume 1. I'm about to break out Onslaught any day now when I get some time. And yeah, I would totally. By the way, is there any way people can still get Onslaught? Is that still open?
I'll probably put it on an Etsy store because there will be a maximum of like 4 books on this campaign. So yeah, it might be too many books to ship. So I'll probably just put it on Etsy.
I gotcha. Maybe we can include that on the Canales auction stream.
Yeah, I'm going to try to read Onslaught in between the 5 books I'm currently lettering. I'll get there, I promise.
No problem.
Yes, me too. Very soon. Very soon. But yeah, I would definitely encourage anybody if you haven't seen any of Chimera's work, check this out. Yeah, this is the tier you want. If you haven't gotten anything from Chimera yet, get volume 1, volume 2, and the Ashcan. I can slap a Gaze seal of approval on there. if I can speak properly.
I can second that too, because Volume 1 was one of my favorite CG reads so far.
Thank you.
Definitely, Adam. What are you pushing these days? You got anything?
What am I pushing? Well, let's see. Live campaigns. We've got Deep Well, written by Mike Murphy and drawn by Rafael Dantas. I'm doing the letters on that, and I'm also doing the letters on Aaron Calamari and Canales' more lethal campaign.
Oh, cool. I was wondering about the lettering.
Yeah, I'm doing the lettering. You want to see some of it?
Sure.
Yeah, let me pull up a page that I know Aaron won't get mad if I show.
Whip it out, big boy.
Let's see here.
Sketch therapy. Yeah, man. We just do our thing here, you know? That's all about the gaze community for me. Michael Brent says if Zack Snyder went to do Evil Superman, then do Plutonian from the Irredeemable or the Sentry from Marvel, leave the hopeful and joyful Superman alone.
You know what? I'm ready for a martial law movie, because I don't know if you guys know that the martial law is a really great comic that I love, and the villain is basically like Homelander from The Boys. He's like an evil cross of like Captain America and Superman.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun doing this with the level up and choose your perks, and I had all of what I think 17 completed pages. I had them all done and lettered, and then I got this bright idea that I wanted to add in this katana up at the top, so I had to go back in and re-letter basically all 17 pages.
So you made
Yeah, well,
it
I
for
have to.
yourself.
I have to retone. I have to retone 100 pages so I can feel your pain.
Yeah. This was only 17 pages, and it wasn't that because not every page has the inner monologue boxes, so I didn't have to do on every single page, but it's pretty close.
No, that looks really cool, man.
Thank you. Like I said, I was having a lot of fun doing this, and I think Aaron's script is fantastic. I can't wait to get the last couple of pages because that ending is just. And I've already got to talk to Aaron. I was like, I know I don't have the page yet, but I want to do this and I want to do this. And he was like, yes, do that. That sounds like it's going to be awesome. So I got some more surprises up my sleeve.
Nice. I can't wait to see it. Speaking of which, I'm going to scan a page now, so I hope you guys don't mind the whirring sound in the background. Let's go. Are you ready? You're gonna witness Canales make his magic, like work his magic live.
This is awesome. This is an inside look or inside listen, I guess.
Yeah, it was a false alarm. I forgot to plug in my scanner. I'm firing blanks.
Now that you mention it, can you tone the pages that you've done so far for Volume 2?
How many pages did I draw again? Like, I think it was 4 pages.
Yeah, I think so.
Unhinged Entertainment asks, "Can I claim the comics I back on business taxes as research?" Well,
Yes.
I mean, if you got a YouTube channel, man,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Absolutely. If you have a YouTube channel, you claim every book that you buy as research and for content purposes.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
there's one thing I've learned from the government after all these years of being a Spaniard, is always con those motherfuckers.
Yes.
Always con them.
They're conning you every day, right?
Mm-hmm. You're just repaying them in kind.
Yeah, it's your only chance to return the favor. We're all waiting, Canales. With
You did.
bated
I
breath.
heard it. You didn't
You
hear
hear
that loud beep?
Yeah, that's the scanner. That's Canales working his magic.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
That's the sound of art.
What page? I'm curious. What are you uploading right now?
If memory serves me right, this is page 18. Yeah, because Yeah.
More lethal?
mhm.
Oh, sweet. That means it's coming
Yes.
to me tomorrow.
Yeah, I plan on having it fully done at least at the very. Sorry, it's 4 a.m. I'm forgetting my English. I plan on having it finished by tomorrow tops.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, man, it's barely 10 o'clock here, and I'm forgetting my English, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, you have no excuses, Gaze.
I have every excuse. I'm mentally retarded.
Okay.
It's not a secret. Sketch says that's a good page to use in a promo.
This one? This one here?
I would assume so. Yeah,
I don't know why
definitely.
Aaron didn't. He's left the campaign page as is. Like he didn't update any of the images with the letters. I don't know if he just wants to keep it a tease or what. But
Lazy.
I think so. I think that's what it is. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, and I believe Monday night there's going to be an announcement of another project, and it was just announced that I'm going to be working with the King Toad guys, Shane Mess, Joe Ball, Sweens on their upcoming Mothman project that they're doing.
Cool. Yeah, I saw you announce that. I was going to ask you what that was in reference to.
Yeah, so they those guys, they put together their own little comic studio, King Toad Comics, and they're going to be doing, well, obviously Sween's Oddity is going to be underneath that label. More Lethal is actually underneath that label as well, and then Mothman is their first IP that they scooped up. Don't ask me how, but they got the rights to do this Mothman comic. They're going to be doing as of right now, it's a 24-page book. They're in talks about making it a little bit thicker. It's going to be digest size, manga size, whatever you want to call it. And they're also going to be doing figurines. Shane bought a printer, like a plastic mold thing, device, junk. Not sure exactly what it is.
Like a resin mold.
That's it. Resin mold. Thank you. So yeah, they're going to be doing figurines. He just got a prototype of the T-shirt made. Yeah, they've got big things planned. Definitely
Cool.
pay attention to the King Toad guys.
By this point, I mean, Mothman's pretty much public domain, right?
It might be. It might be public domain. But the artist that they've got on board the pencils look absolutely fantastic. They did a bit of a redesign to the character. It made him super terrifying. So it's definitely going to be more in the realms like a horror monster book.
Beautiful. That sounds good. Yeah, I was talking to Clayton with Kozar.
Yeah.
That's something I was telling him that's something I'd like to see more of, more like horror fantasy type books, even modern horror. There's not a whole lot of horror out there. I know, you know, I guess a lot of people don't like to use this name, but you know, Nasser tried to tackle that early on. Not sure how that went because I never got any, but yeah, I would love to see more horror books, especially like medieval horror. It's kind of one of my things that I really enjoy.
Yeah, I like historical horror myself. Like horror when you take it out of the usual, like Dark Woods or Summer Camp or whatever, you know, like horror set in the 19th century or the Middle Ages or whatever. I like that shit.
Yeah, definitely. I used to play Vampire back in the day, and when they came out with Vampire Dark Ages, I was just all kinds of excited about that.
You should be excited that the first project that I've got my own script for is sci-fi horror set in the 40s.
Oh, sexy! I love me some sci-fi horror too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny too. A lot of I almost forgot, or like almost forget sometimes, just how much I enjoy certain things until somebody throws a product in my face. I'm like, oh shit, that looks wicked.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I still go to comic book shops, because I want to say like 1 out of every 10 times I go there, I say, hey, that's a pretty cool idea that, you know, someone needed to have that it didn't occur to me. So I'm totally buying that comic.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I say do whatever you like, man. Put it out there. There's an audience for almost everything. You know, as long as you get it out there, there's going to be people who want it. And I would love to see a lot of these properties just expand and prosper. And who knows? Maybe 10 years from now, the mainstream will be dead and buried, and you know, we'll have some decent people writing decent stuff, and we'll actually have our entertainment back.
I think the mainstream comic book industry is going to become as the mainstream industry is here in Spain, and it's going to become mostly like a state subsidized, mostly doing stuff for like public libraries and colleges and whatnot.
Well, that seems very appropriate.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, Spanish comic books mostly suck, but yeah, that's how it rolls here.
I mean, they're all about indoctrinating the kids, right? So what better place for them?
Yeah, I mean, I used to date another comic book artist, and she was like, you know, I don't agree with half of the shit that they make me draw, but you know, it pays money, so.
Adam, are you aware you're still screen sharing?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh yeah. I pulled up another page to the page 2 here, since that's also on the campaign page with hot letters.
Oh, cool! I dig those panels.
Nice.
Yeah, I like how you kept the lettering thick, since it's going to be like a small book, and you know, sometimes people have trouble reading like manga-sized books if the lettering is too small. So that's a wise choice.
Yeah, I definitely took that into account with it being a smaller book. I didn't want people to need a magnifying glass to you know, to actually read the dialogue and stuff. So I made sure that I used a nice big thick font. There's actually like the largest size that the program would allow. Like it's 128 point font.
Looks really cool, man.
Yeah, it's looking good. That's one I backed also, so I can't wait for that. Can Alice crank out those pages? I want my book.
Yeah, I'll take this chance to remind everyone that if they plan their comic book in Ashcan size, so I can draw in A4 pages, you will have your comic like really quick.
I mean, you could
Beautiful.
just do A4 pages, and then I can blow it up.
I've done that, and yeah, I mean it's a solution, but I don't really like it. I mean, you can always tell. That's what Ben Temple-Smith does a lot of times actually, and it shows.
Really? Because I mean, look, I zoom in on this, and this is as detailed as a full size comic.
Yeah, you get a point. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the ass nice, the nipple press.
Yes, the nipple popping through the tube top.
I made sure to draw a clear nipple in every panel, just because it upsets the right people. Like that ass, see the perfectly toned cheeks.
It's wonderful.
That was done on purpose. It's all part of the plan.
Does they hate a good female form?
Mm-hmm.
But we love it. So it's all good.
Because we're not misogynists. We love women. We love the female
Yeah, we
form.
love women.
Mm-hmm.
Who in their right mind would be a misogynist?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
But yeah, if you haven't backed more Lethal yet, yeah, check that out as well.
Yeah, it's only $5. $5 and $5 shipping.
Come on, that's a bargain.
It is.
Yeah, that's beyond a bargain these days.
Plus, it comes with a Carla Tornielli trading card. We've got the Brandon Diaz print unlocked, which is super sexy.
Is the international going to be $60 like Doug's books?
International shipping is only $10.
Wow.
It needs to be 60.
And you can get a two pack of books for $10 and still $10 shipping or $5 domestic. So the shipping doesn't go up if you get 2 books. So just get 2 books.
But does it come in a box?
It will come with your address stamped on the back cover.
Oh, sweet.
Kellogg says he loves misogyny.
Hey, Gaze, thank you for having me on. I got to run tonight.
Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, I was just about to wrap it up. Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
No, I appreciate it. This is literally the first live stream other than my own that I've been on in months. So I thank you for the opportunity. Canales, always good to see you. Chimera, good luck to you. We'll have to get you scheduled on the Weekend Woke Up call coming up pretty soon, okay?
Okay, sounds good. See you.
Cool beans. So here's the reason for the season, SOS Volume 2. Like I said, if you haven't checked out Volume 1 already, definitely grab that featured perk. Don't want to miss that ash can either. But yeah, this is a bitchin' looking project. Always glad to see Canales working.
Same. It's always good to see myself working.
Yeah, we did really, really well. Those mailing lists really work because I was looking at backer kit for my first campaign. It took me 11 days to hit $500 on my first campaign. I mean, it was October, but still. Yeah, we're doing really well.
Yeah, man, mailing lists are always a good idea. Just to gauge interest, if nothing else, and get people excited for it. Never underestimate a little bit of hype. That's for certain. But yeah, man, this is a cool looking project. Really enjoyed Volume 1. Looking forward to reading Onslaught and definitely looking forward to getting this too. So
yes,
thanks guys for coming. Appreciate it very much. Always good to have you.
It's always a pleasure.
And we'll definitely do it again. But yeah, we'll play the trailer heading out here. Thanks everybody in the chat for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. Check out these books. The links will be in the description. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Adios.
SOS chronicles the misadventures of 3 superhuman brothers in present-day New York. In Volume 1, the brothers started a monster hunting business when creatures from a dimension called Abyss invaded New York. In this 55-page sequel, the brothers are taken to a hellish planet ruled by the sadistic Queen Lisabella, where they must